What's for dinner? At my house tonight, I am making beef and barley soup. Still cold outside, still great soup weather. So, and it's a great way I found to use some of my leftovers from yesterday's roast and potatoes meal. So I'm just going to put it all into a soup or some of it into a soup. So I've got in my fry pan already hot. This is a couple tablespoons of um, olive oil. I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of garlic. This is a whole, like a smaller onion chopped up. And this is about a cup and a half of carrots. And I'm just gonna start softening the carrots and cook out the raw flavor of the onion and the garlic. I'm just gonna cook that low and slow for a little bit while I put everything else together. So I've got my crock pot here. Switch spots really fast. So in my crock pot, this is 5 cups of beef broth, and I make my own. I do it with the au jus packets. You can also buy it in like a big mix, like cash and carry or whatever they're calling themselves now. But I always do the au jus for the beef broth. It just seems to have a lot more flavor. So I have 3/4 of a cup of barley. I cook this down in beef broth. You can just throw it in if you do add some extra liquid because it sucks up a lot of liquid. This is kind of par cooked. It'll finish cooking with the carrots. Okay. This is 2 cups of the roast beef that I had. It's already cooked, ready to go. Just chopped it up. This is a can of diced tomatoes. Any brand, whatever you have. If you can your own, you can just dice them up. And I'm just going juice and all is going to go in here. This is 2 teaspoons of thyme, a tablespoon of Worcestershire, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And of course, adjust those if you need it adjusted. So I'm going to give that a quick stir. I also have 2 cups of potatoes. These are already cooked in the beef broth with my roast yesterday. I'm going to throw those in right at the end because they're already cooked through and I don't want them a bunch of mush when I'm done. So I'm going to throw those in right before I serve it, just in time to just make sure they get heated all the way through. That's my soup. I'm going to add this back in. You can put it on high for 2 or 3 hours. You can slow cook it the whole day while you're at work. But that's what's for dinner at my house. Please let me know what you're having, recipes if you've got them, and I will be back tomorrow with what's for dinner.